Yo guys, what's up? Today I wanted to try to make a concise video responding to SneakySunshine's video on Wizard 101 streamers, namely Awesome the Sauce and Liam is a Vibe, having too much power within the community, having too much influence within KI, and unfairly getting other PvPers banned or muted, thus preventing them from queuing for ranked PvP. I'm going to try to respect all sides here. Don't want to cause a controversy. I just kind of feel like there is another side to this, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. Keep in mind, I'm essentially doing this unscripted. I've thought of some ideas. Gonna try to speak a little faster than I did in my Liam video, because I really just wasn't feeling it that day. So, first of all, how this all seemed to start, at least when it comes to Sneaky and his group of friends, you could argue, is that Sneaky faced Sauce, possibly on more than one occasion, and Sauce accused him of stream sniping, when in fact, according to Sneaky, and I totally believe him, you know what I mean? I totally believe him, he did not originally snipe Sauce. Whatever, man. For example, he said he deck failed, searching for Tower Shield in a side deck, searching for a long time, ended up casting a stun block the turn that Sauce, I think, was planning to Medusa. That seemed sus to Sauce. Accused, I believe Logan Rose, maybe he has Andrew Rose, I'm not sure if Samuel Rose is also Sneaky, of stream sniping. After which I believe Sneaky DM'd Sauce on Discord, basically trying to defend himself and saying, hey man, it's not cool that you're accusing me of this. I actually didn't stream snipe you, tried to explain himself. Sauce was kind of cold in those DMs, that's true. He was kind of rude, dismissive, didn't really want to hear him out. Sauce clearly didn't believe him, even though personally, I believe Sneaky 100%, man. Why would he lie? Made a whole video about it, especially after everything came out, and especially, we'll talk later, the things that Sneaky did admit to. I don't think he personally lied at that point, right? Now, one thing that's not covered by the video is Sneaky's exact relationship with Liam is a Vibe. I believe he mentions that he personally doesn't like him, but aside from that, he doesn't give any particular reason for why he does snipe Liam, which I believe he admits to in the video. So that was my first point. My next point is basically that they kind of played themselves, because even if this all stemmed from two main things, we can say the negative interaction that Sneaky had with Sauce on Discord, where Sauce was dismissive, and then also kind of the general behavior of Wizard 101 streamers that you could say accuse people in the queue of sniping them a lot more often than they probably are getting sniped, as in any quote-unquote suspicious play is immediately called out as a sniper's play, right? Personally, obviously that is a problem. Obviously they can't be right 100% of the time, and from personal experience and having watched, for example, Sauce on and off over the years, I definitely think he's too quick to call that out, and it's actually kind of ludicrous how basically every single match that isn't just Sauce sweeping his opponent, he believes his opponent's plays to be sus, right? So those are my first 2 points. And then it comes to my third point, which is basically that although it all started off for those two reasons, basically them kind of wanting to, maybe you could say, troll them or get back at them for accusing everyone of sniping by actually sniping them, and the negative interactions they've personally had with those streamers, some of which are caused by false allegations. In the end, Sneaky and his friend group did snipe repeatedly, actually. Sneaky admits that him and his friends were sniping, I believe sniping Sauce, definitely admits to sniping Liam on multiple occasions. I also know this to be a fact because I've literally been in game, been at matches, watched streams, and literally seen DM interactions and in-game message interactions after matches where a lot of players don't even back down. They literally openly say, I sniped you and you lost, get wrecked, like L plus ratio. Yeah, makes sense, man. My point with this being that, like, regardless of who started it or the reasons behind it, at the end of the day, you did objectively Q snipe, you did objectively stream snipe as well, admitted to it, kind of hard to defend yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess in this case you could maybe say the ends don't justify... I'm not even sure if it's means or ends here, guys, but pretty much you kind of got caught red-handed, or it's a literal self-report where you literally admit to the reasoning for why you got banned. Like, you literally admit to the actions which led to you getting banned. I'm not sure, it's not necessarily a great anecdote, but it's basically like if you got I wouldn't say murder, because that's too strong, right? We're not talking about killing people. But let's say you got accused of shoplifting and it wasn't you, but that because like the mall owners already think you're a shoplifter, you start robbing other stores. So, I mean, I guess you're kind of going for an eye, or maybe your ego was hurt, or maybe you wanted to get back at the streamers. But at the end of the day, the end result is you did snipe. You did... I'm not sure if it's actually in the TOS, right, the Terms of Service of Wizard 101, but I'm pretty sure all these people were repeatedly warned by the streamers themselves, possibly by KI themselves, before they were finally muted and prevented from queuing for PvP, and possibly banned in some cases. Although I do believe that everyone so far has gotten something like either a 10-year mute or less, aside from Fred Sparklesword, which was more for repeated harassment. There's a lot of people that unfortunately use racial slurs with Sauce. I believe he's Indian, so that's pretty unfortunate. So I think that covers a lot of the points said in the video without directly attacking anyone, because I don't know them personally. I haven't queued at max in quite a while. I don't necessarily, like, obviously this should cause some backlash, I'm guessing, but I don't want to start beef with anyone. I don't, like, know Sneaky personally at all. Kira, I think it's a guy, I'm not sure though. Don't know that. I actually didn't even know about them until I saw they were, like, on top of the leaderboards, and that was, yeah, simply because I knew that Liam was trying to go for first on his Storm. Who else is there? There's Ian Ice Shield. There's personally, I don't know him personally either. Those are the main people called out, and then there's Arthur Story, who I don't want to backtalk or give, you know, I don't want to reveal information about anyone when they haven't consented to it. But I'm just gonna say that I've only had 2 interactions with Arthur Story, both in game, and the first of one was chill, where basically we were playing at the same time because I play early and he's in a different time zone. And the second interaction I had with him was basically us, like, not having spoken in months, and then him, like, repeatedly calling me a pedophile in game, which is, you know, that's nice. That's nice. And in Sneaky's video, he says that Arthur got banned for bullshit reasons, although there's literal video evidence of him having a back and forth with Sauce in game, where he repeatedly basically admits to Q sniping and threatens to continue to Q snipe endlessly. So I don't really know what that was about. But, yeah, according to Sneaky, Arthur got banned for sexual comments he made, according to another person who I won't name, was 4+ years ago. Those comments date from. But, I mean, if you literally call someone a pedophile in-game, out loud, not even in PM, then I don't know what to tell you, boss. Like, that's a pretty sexual comment to me, in my opinion. Anyway, I think that wraps it up, guys. There might be more I'm forgetting. I'm pretty happy with my delivery. Like I said, this is very, like, off the cuff, or off the cusp. I'm not even sure what the expression is. In case you didn't know, English isn't actually my first language. I think this video has been going on for 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes, so that's actually pretty good. I was scared I wouldn't have much to say, and this video will only be 2.5 minutes, and then I was scared I was rambling. But anyway, I think that covers most of the main points. Let me know if anyone actually ends up seeing this video. Let me know if you agree, disagree, what your opinion is on the whole situation. I do understand, obviously, that it really sucks to not be able to queue when you probably really like Wiz and you have been PvPing for a long time. But in these specific cases, guys, it's not like everyone's getting banned for it. It's really these specific cases repeated offenses. Pretty sure they'd been warned several times before. Nobody's really surprised that this happened. Maybe like, you know, a few, like once they've digested it a bit, they're actually really upset and pissed off and they feel really stupid for what they've done. But whether or not they want to really like they really want to apologize and fess up to their behavior and, you know, promise to change and maybe have kind of probationary period. Aside from that, I really don't know what to tell those players. So yeah, okay, we've gone over 10 minutes, guys. Don't want to ramble on too long. I think I touched upon the main points. If I have anything super glaring I missed that I thought about yesterday or today, I'll probably pin a comment. But I don't expect this video to do as well as Sneaky's, obviously, because I think way more people know who he is, and Max PvP is way more popular. I also don't really make like super good thumbnails yet, so I'm not sure how good my click-through rate is, but I think that's what I wanted to say today. It's coming from the point of view of a player who tries to be as non-toxic as possible, and who also mainly queues at Legendary, and I'm also sort of interested in the Grand Meta game, just because obviously I've spent so much time doing low-level PvP, which I started doing in 2012 or so. Anyway, guys, have an amazing day. I think that's it for me today. Take care, let me know what you think, and talk soon.